your phone? My phone is always on silent.
I did.
My phone's always on silent.
Oh, I'm sorry. My phone's not always on silent.
It should be.
Why?
I mean, you don't, whatever. Well, you have it on vibrate, but yeah, you don't keep it on. Like,
dude, I've got important
I haven't heard
correspondence.
this ringer in years on this phone.
Yeah, because no one wants to talk to your ass except for me.
No.
You piece of shit.
You keep it on silent.
Let's just do the show.
All right.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the Brass Tacks Podcast. We're your hosts, Rick and Adam. I'm Rick.
Yeah.
And that's Adam. And we're having a heated debate about keeping our phones silenced during the goddamn show. It's episode 23. It's a beautiful day. We're coming to you a little bit later than usual because Adam had a headlight out and he didn't want to drive home under the influence of marijuana and get pulled over by a cop.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh my goodness. It's fucking hell of a day already.
You gotta factor those things in, people. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, this shit happens.
No, I'm not even speaking about because we didn't record last night in your personal lives. You gotta play it smart.
I think that's a good piece of advice. That is a problem, though. People don't be thinking ahead.
No.
It's ridiculous. You get caught with egg on your face, and then it's like it's a totally preventable situation.
Yeah.
Kind of like me with putting Earl in my car. I've had a lot of issues in the past because I just straight up forget that automobiles need water.
Yeah.
I mean, oil. Whoops. Ugh. Already off to a hot start.
I'm glad you addressed that oil issue.
Well, I'm man enough to admit when I make a mistake.
Yeah, but you gotta,
What?
It was bone dry.
It was. That was a problem. It was also like a 26-year-old car running on no oil. Yeah,
you were pushing it. You're lucky it was that type of car.
Dude, that's how my first car died, actually. It was an old Nissan truck. And I didn't put oil in it for like maybe a year and a half or some shit.
Oh my God, Richard. What the fuck are you doing, dude?
Well, I don't know, dude. I didn't have no damn sense about me.
You got to do it every 3,000 miles.
Dog,
in my opinion, if it's an older vehicle.
It was like 2 a.m. when it finally died on me. And I was in this intersection in North Myrtle Beach. It was by one of the malls over there. Whoops. I'm trying to move my mic around, getting fancy. But my the light turned green and I was getting ready to take a left. Fucking engine dies like right in the middle of the intersection. And I don't know how I got this lucky, but no cops were bothering me, which usually that's not the case over there. But I had to call my friend Jerry at like 2 a.m. He drove all the way up to where I was, which was like 30 minutes away from his house, and he put a strap in the front of my truck, and he just dragged me into the parking lot of one of the malls, and he took me home. Fucking real ass move. He was a real ass friend. Friends that'll pick you up in the middle of the night and that will help you move, those are the real ones.
The ones that'll help you move is good enough.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I guess
I don't have any expectations of a friend picking me up in the middle of the night.
Well, you keep your shit together. You're not normally anywhere to be
I'm not trying to be anywhere in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You know?
But in your younger days, you had those,
sure,
those crazy nights.
Yeah.
Who didn't? Fucking A, man. So, I wanted to mention this real quick. I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but like we had an angry British listener. He wasn't too happy about what he was hearing, I guess, but he wanted to make it known on one of our stupid posts on Facebook. He was like trashing us and shit in the comments. Did you even see it? Did you see what he wrote and everything?
No, not really.
I thought I sent it to you.
You sent it to me. I looked at it. Yeah.
Yeah, this fucking guy, he's like, first of all, he like attacked this was only, the one I'm talking about was the second time, because I let him slide on the first one. But the first one, he was basically just saying, like, all we know how to do is say the F word, and then he was like calling us stupid Americans and shit like that. Which, first of all, check the scoreboard, dude. But the other day, I wake up, and normally I like to spend that first 10 minutes, looking up at the ceiling. I like lament about past decisions and things like that. But no, dude, I gotta wake up and fucking fight the British first thing in the morning. And luckily we have awesome listeners because everybody was like fucking jumping in on this dude. And I think like a day later, he posted some. It was very clear that he wasn't all the way there, because when he followed up a post, like after I put the one out that I did, the Smarty Pants one, he basically had to like, he took every point of my joke and was explaining why and who and how and all this shit. So right away, I just think this guy's autistic and I need to go ahead and just take all this shit down. So I did, but I mean, there is a good screenshot of the initial exchange up on the Facebook fan page. So just look up Brass Tacks Podcast and like that shit, and don't make us tell you twice.
Well,
but yeah, dude. And then some comedians out of Texas came in and were like telling the dude eat a cock and all this other stuff. And so shout out to those guys too. Thanks for backing us up. You know, we got to stick together. These motherfuckers are trying to kick off another revolutionary war. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Yo, did you see Wendy Williams doing her Joaquin Phoenix impression?
I haven't seen Wendy Williams in years. I don't know.
Here, look at this bitch.
All right.
That's funny. Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix has had corrective surgery. He doesn't necessarily like look like that, but dude,
Family Guy has made fun of him for years.
Yeah, exactly. Well, dude, they even cut deeper. They said something to the effect of like, "Oh, the talented brother died" or something like that.
Yeah, and they like called him a hair lip.
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, a couple of times.
Yeah.
Didn't River Phoenix die in front of the Viper Room or some shit like that?
Yeah, he did. Overdosed.
He blessed himself up, dude.
Child stars, man.
Fucking around with them pews.
I'm assuming it was pews.
It was a menagerie, I'm
Dusts.
sure. You on that dust? You smoking that shit?
Who knows, man?
But dude, I think that, I mean, dude, she got some bullshit, which being Wendy Williams, it's like, this is probably the least horrible or like the least amount of bad press she's ever gotten. But all she did was like on her show, which is her show, I think she should be allowed to do whatever the fuck she wants. If it's your show and you as the viewer have the choice as to whether or not you want to watch it, let the bitch do her joke. All she did was make a little fish hook with her finger, pull her lip up, and call herself Joaquin Phoenix. It's not a big deal.
Yeah. I just don't know why you'd be doing it. She's not a comedian.
It was, of course,
she's not a comedian,
dude. She's a hacky daytime television host. Like she's just grasping. She's trying to find something that makes her shocking. I'm sure all these people have like a weird preset kind of cookie cutter formula for doing these shows.
You think she's back on drugs? Maybe that's why she did it.
Wendy Williams was never not on drugs. She just probably got better.
She said she wanted to rehab. You think she's back on drugs? That's why she's acting.
Oh my God! So many people go to rehab. So many people go to rehab, come out, and start fucking with them pews again.
Winehouse syndrome.
Yeah. She said you want to go to rehab, dog. Said no. Now she's in a goddamn casket.
Well, now she's...
Oh, man. Fucking, yeah, why would it work, right? What? What's so funny? I know you saw that. I went to hit... But the volume was all the way down. Fucking Adam sees every mistake I make.
Yeah.
You
blew it right there. That was the perfect...
I know, it's all about timing, but what are you going to do?
Talking about Amy... We were talking about Amy Winehouse. How do you think that drop is not going to come up?
Yeah. Too much.
Touch the goddamn thing again.
You just want to hear it.
He's dead.
Yeah, come on. What are you doing, dude?
Oh,
come on.
Could you imagine being a Jehovah's Witness, like 8 a.m, knocking on her door? The door opens up.
Try the wine.
Hey, do you have time to talk about Jesus Christ? Oh my God, what's that on the floor?
He's dead.
Oh, shit. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We're still a fledgling show.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. What was Wendy Williams' drug of choice?
Cocaine.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Cocaine.
You on that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, so okay. I was like fucking.
All right.
I was watching some porn the other night. I know. I had to get into this. I just pulled up the the clip and everything. This weirded me out. I'm watching porn the other night, and I don't know if there was just some kind of there was something in the air, or if like this was trending or what, but like the homepage of X Hamster was just nothing but like gangbangs with dudes in ski masks, which made me start thinking like now I'm not focused on masturbating. I'm focused on like, why are there ski masks in porn? And it's so prevalent. Like ever since I started watching porn, I've just been seeing all these goddamn ski masks. Yeah. You've never seen a bunch of ski masks?
Dude, I have not come across a lot of ski masks. No.
Oh, dude. All right. So I'm like, at this point,
how have you come across some ski mask shit?
Maybe we're just typing different shit. I think that has a lot to do with it, honestly. But from my standpoint, I'm like, isn't that, it adds a certain type of aura to the video where like maybe it doesn't look very consensual when everyone's wearing a ski mask, you know? You can see in the background like the door jam's broken where the latch is and shit.
Yeah.
But look at that. It's a room that's like what? 4 guys? 4 Democrats? 4 gentlemen and 1 lady. They're all wearing ski masks.
Oh yeah, there are 4, yeah.
That's pretty bad. But doesn't that kind of hit you weird? Like that's not really porn anymore. It's kind of,
I don't know what that would be.
It's trying to appeal to some other kind of darker fetish.
You're not appealing to something good.
I mean, because you don't see a whole lot of like just outright rape fantasy porn. That's more specific. But I feel like this is probably the intro to it. Start watching a lot of ski mask gangbangs.
Yeah, this will get you started.
Yeah. I wonder what the audio is like for this, to be honest. Because I haven't watched any of these.
Oh, I don't know if you could play the audio on something like that.
Why not? I mean, it's not. We distribute ourselves. I feel like I don't think anyone can say what we can and can't play on here. Oh no, dude, they're all just whacking off around her.
Wow.
Well, she's blowing one guy, but they're all just straight.
Correction. One guy's wasn't really doing anything.
The one guy had his jeans on. That was weird.
He was just kind of sitting there in his jeans.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I get too sweaty. There's no way I could ever like. Some people are like, oh, let me just go ahead and blast this. Oh, these stupid ads. But some people are just like, I've seen a couple of porns where like they're wearing khakis or something. It's like those office fetish videos, and the dude just pulls all of his garbage out through the zipper, and he's like banging through the zipper. Like, wouldn't that leave like a weird kind of football shaped stain in the front of your pants or something like that? I mean, I get too sweaty. Like my ass cheeks would be like, you could see them from the back. That wouldn't be the most ideal way to be banging and shit.
True.
I've had sex at multiple jobs, but like usually I just go out to a car or some sort of thing.
Yeah, you got to make a move and make it soon.
We had a break room at one of my jobs that was like up in a loft area, and there was like couches and shit, and you know there was like mild drinking and drug use going on in there, so there's no surveillance or anything. But I had sex up there a couple times. That was actually nice because there was furniture and air conditioning.
Furnitures.
Yeah. I could never get away with that now. Try to fucking go bang somebody in those bathrooms with being the only person there. I can't even take a shit.
No.
It's so uncomfortable when you have to when I have to poop at work, dude. You have to like make a sign and put it on the door because you're the only one there, and it's a small store, so like they don't really need a whole lot of people working there and shit like that. Like one's enough. But God help you, dude, if you gotta lay one down, and then you're like doing the anxious shit where you're like, it's not all coming out because you're like anticipating the doorbell thingy going off and you can't get comfortable. It's just uncomfortable.
Yeah, dude.
I can't get into it.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. Let's get into some Colorado news. Oh, here's a heartwarming one right here. Stabbing spree in Colorado Springs leaves 8 injured. Looks like this happened. Looks like Monday. Man allegedly stabbed 8 people at several locations in Colorado Springs early Monday morning in what police said was a random spree of violence. I guess the attack ended after victims detained the suspect. That's weird in Boulder. I would not expect.
Where? Colorado Springs.
Oh, I mean,
they
in
said.
Colorado. Never mind. I thought
Yeah,
they. Oh,
that's-
dude,
yeah.
I'm out of it today. I'm telling you. Never mind. That makes more sense. There's like a lot of military people down there. In Boulder, I would not expect people to jump in and apprehend an armed vigilante. I told you that one time. One of my coworkers saw a dude get cut in the face in Boulder at an ATM.
Wait, I'm trying to look up this story here.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, but no.
But one of my buddies I used to work with at the old place in Boulder there, he was on his lunch break and some dude got fucking knifed up in the face like right outside the ATM, like down the street from our shop
Where?
in Boulder. Like right there where the walking mall starts. Some fucking homeless guy like knifed up a guy by an ATM, didn't even take his money or anything, just bounced. And then the cops show up fairly quickly, and they get my buddy to ride in the car with them to point out what the guy looks like, and they just kept going in opposite directions that my buddy was telling them. He said it was the most bizarre thing in the world because he was giving these cops direct, like, instructions on where this guy went because he saw the whole thing, and the cops were driving in the opposite direction. They were like, oh, here, we'll just make a roundabout right here. We'll go ahead and turn. And he said they kept basically driving around the area that he was telling them to go to, but like avoiding the actual area. Yeah, how fucking weird is that? But then again, I mean, Boulder police, they're not really known for their competence. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know much about them.
well, we've seen in recent shit in the news here, like there was an incident fairly recently where there was a group of cops, they drew their weapons on a groundskeeper for an apartment complex. He also lived there and was going to school there in Boulder. And they basically like surrounded this guy outside of his home, and they were aiming down their sights and everything like that. And they were telling him to drop his weapon.
Yeah.
And you saw that one, right?
Yeah.
They were telling him to drop his weapon, and all he had was one of those stupid trash grabber claws. And finally, like enough people got involved to where, God, that shit pisses me off every time that happens. Enough bystanders got involved that like the cops just kind of fucked off, and I'm not quite too sure. I'm not sure what happened after that, but I don't know. Just they haven't been depicted in a very bright manner recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they be fucking around too much over there. I just keep kicking shit, man. I can't get comfortable, dude. I got the chicken sweats now, dude. That's why I can only eat like half a chicken store, dude, because I get all that meat in me. I start getting fidgety back here. I'm sweating.
You gotta do a full chicken store, dude. You know that.
I can't, dude. I got a tiny tummy. I got a tiny belly. I can't be doing that shit to myself. Keep this 15-year-old physique.
Did you just do a subliminal shout out?
Oh yeah, I guess I did. No, I like that. I think Martin got that from me. I was you know how I trash myself a lot? I was just talking shit about myself behind the register one day, and Martin really thought it was funny that I said I have a 15-year-old's body. So now he says that to me all the time. Oh, jeez. I'm too transparent of a man. Oh, here's a nice one. Teen kills man for $70 worth of marijuana. It's
a lot of money.
Out in these streets. Dude, that guy looks like almost like a Star Wars character or something. He's got a very odd facial structure.
Like
he almost looks like,
what's that fish general?
Yeah, I want to say Akbar. I think it's close to that though. Let me see.
It is. I think you're right.
It's a trap guy. It is Admiral Akbar.
There you go. Yeah.
It's a trap. He looks just like that. He looks like a very skinny Admiral Akbar.
Maybe he is, dude.
He looks like he should be in the cockpit of an X-Wing. Dude, this kid's 17. Oh, and then there was a guy with him, 16 years old, who drove the getaway car. 17-year-old Aquarius Richardson, I guess, went to went to some guy's house for a marijuana deal. They went around the back, and that's where homeboy shot him. And then the 16-year-old guy drove the getaway car. Oh, geez. And here comes the attorney. He's shaking up. He's facing serious charges, but we've got to remember he's 17. He's still a kid. He may look like a grown man, but he's still a kid. No, dude, he got a gun and he shot somebody for a plant.
Not even a plant. $70 worth of a plant.
Dog, if you're dude, we talk about age not meaning shit and people being dumb as fuck regardless of how long they've been on this earth. But some things are just inexcusable. Like, if you don't know that grabbing a gun and shooting somebody over a plant, if you don't know that's inherently wrong, then I'm sorry, dude, but we have to do something about it.
You could just went to a store, and in 2 weeks, you start growing everything. You get, 2 weeks, you got a plant, then you start taking care of it.
This guy didn't look like he had the best work ethic.
Okay.
I don't know if he's got the patience to wait 9 weeks for flour.
Oh, okay.
And if you think a 17-year-old has the patience to cut down weed and wait for it to cure and all that shit,
you got 9 weeks of growth, and then you got to cure it for a little bit.
You got to sell it while it's wet because it weighs more.
There was definitely. Well, we have friends, I would say, that tried to smoke wet weed that they grew.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well, we actually were forced into potentially smoking it and pretending.
It felt like somebody put a bunch of cotton balls in our lungs. It was so bad because
they basically acknowledged that they didn't even cure it.
He cut it off the plant in front of us and immediately put it in a bowl. He didn't even grind it up. Remember, he just shoved it into a bowl. It was an embarrassment. And don't get me wrong, we love these guys. They're great friends of ours.
They're fucking awesome guys.
But Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, it was fucking.
And actually, I take back what I said before. I know of only one 17, 18-year-old that has the discipline and the ability to sit through a whole flower cycle and grow good weed. And that is our good friend Skylar. Skylar grows the best weed on the planet Earth.
Okay, Skylar's not 17 years old.
No, but he did grow when we were younger.
Did I just dock Skylar by
well, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows now, but no, he had a mini grow in his closet when we were young, and I think he was 17 when he started it, but dude, he was meticulous. He stuck to his guns.
Oh, I believe that 100%.
He had a fucking sweet setup. I didn't know no other 17-year-old has the balls or the ability to do some shit like that. Skylar's a maverick.
Grower's gonna grow.
That's right.
She.
What's wrong with the weed we got?
It smokes pretty good.
OG Kush, Blue Dream, Purple Oracle. Smoke pretty good. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's move on to this motherfucker right here. So, last week, we reviewed we kind of just watched that video of King Cobra and his friend Alex Warlord, basically giving us their thoughts on the smoking age the age to purchase tobacco products being raised to 21.
Why is this guy's name King Cobra, dude? It's too much.
Because look at him, he's a fucking badass, dude.
It's too much, dude.
You better hope he never finds out we're talking shit, dude. He's gonna come to your house and beat the crap out of you.
Okay.
That guy's a badass. He can watch the door and watch you at the same time. He's Casper, Wyoming's most powerful cooler.
You gotta humble yourself a little bit. You call yourself King Cobra.
There's nothing humble about this guy.
You gotta humble yourself a little bit. But
with his horrible Axl Rose headband. But nice, yeah. I mentioned last week. How I was talking about how
maybe there's a Rolling Stones movie.
No, you're right. No, Axl Rose did that goofy little sidewinder thing that he would do.
Good.
Fucking autismo up there, fucking shaking on stage. So last week we were talking about all that crap, and I mentioned that his friend Alex Warlord was a registered pornography actor who has never acted in anything. And I also mentioned that some of the trolls fooled Alex into sending his pornography promo shots to them, thinking they were agents, like real agents, and they were going to give them some work.
Okay.
So what they did
Oh no, dude.
was they had T-shirts printed of Alex Warlord Campbell, of his erect penis.
Oh no.
And him in the shot, because like I was saying before, it was a Spike Lee angle. It was coming from the ground up, so it adds to the perspective, makes it look a little bit bigger. But somebody found and recorded the live stream where King Cobra gets sent one of these dick shirts from a fan. And they also, some of the trolls wore the dick shirts into one of Alex's jobs while he was there and got him fired. Because they were like, yo, look, you got this guy working in the back, and they were just showing off these dick shirts.
It was people from Denver. 'Cause they're like, if they're some hardcore trolls, probably.
Yeah.
Like, well.
It's a very quick flight. It's a very cheap flight, too.
It's not even a flight. It's a drive.
Yeah, that's
to Casper, dude.
I always forget how close Wyoming is.
What do you mean? It's on the...
I don't fucking think about that shit, Adam. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know geography. Sorry.
Well, once I'm in my little fucking pod here and I throw the blanket over there, I don't think about anything else.
Pull out a map. Look at it.
Ugh, I don't pull out anything. Right. But I've got the video of him unboxing the dick shirt. Let me get this thing potted up. Hopefully there's...
The title of this stream is unboxing. What are we unboxing? This package here that was sent to me in the mail. I wonder what it is. We're about to find out.
Look at that vacuum that never gets used in the background.
It's a white shirt. Check this out.
Also, I want to add that he's so blind and his eyes are so wonky that he's going to open this shirt up the entire way and have to hold it to his face to get a good look. Like right now he's opening it and he still can't make out what it is because his eyesight is that terrible. It says Warlord on the top. And that's his dick hung over the side.
No. Well,
guys, it's a big white t-shirt. There's a big blown up picture of this guy looking down at his erect penis, which is curved off to the right. It's not even a straight penis, which I'm not,
sorry, it was hard to see from my angle what was going on there.
I'm not going to give anyone any shit for having like a curved penis or anything like that, but when it's blown up on a t-shirt like that, that's pretty fucking funny.
It's pretty good.
I love that in big lettering, it just says Warlord over the top of it. It's just him with his crooked dick. And then there's like pink airbrush in the background.
Well, you don't know. It could be like actually just like swaying.
That's a crooked dick.
Like maybe it was swaying, and then the picture got taken on a sway. Because you got to think he's taking this picture himself, so he's probably like moving around and
maybe I don't know, dude. It doesn't.
Unless he was intentionally like getting a momentum going so he could have his face in the picture as well.
Oh no, yeah, like he was doing a pendulum move.
Yeah, like
it does look a little blurry.
Yeah.
He's got just like to think he's got a bent dick. He's trying to get work as a pornography
That could be
actor.
possible too.
Oh my god, dude. That's embarrassing, man. But like when you put yourself out there like that and you fucking you actively go on these live streams and you just you put out way too fucking much about yourself. Yeah. This is gonna happen. Hands now down. And I can't talk too much shit because I'm probably like a little too honest about myself whenever we do these shows, but like no one's gonna be able to hit me with it. You know what I mean? If somebody was like, "Oh, you jerk off into socks, that's weird," I'd be like, "Yeah, whatever, jerk off into you."
It's an edgy take, dude.
But you know what I mean? It's like no one's gonna be able to send me a cum sock shirt and get my tempers rising. You know what I mean? You're not gonna see a flare up out of old Hando here.
No.
Oh, cool. What the fuck is this nasty shit? Who the fuck's... Oh, dude, that's disgusting. No, dude. No, I'm throwing this shirt away. That's fucking nasty. Fucking nasty, dude. Fucking disgusting. You fucking disgusting motherfucker. I don't want to fucking see that shit.
It's an angry little wizard, man. He's stomping around his apartment, and there's wizard staves in the corner there. This is just a lot to take in at once, like given his surroundings and shit, and just the way he carries himself.
Yikes, dude.
Dude, the audio on his videos is atrocious.
Fucking disgusting, dude. Send me a picture of my fucking friend's dick on it. You fucking disgusting. Like, grow the fuck up.
Says the wizard.
Oh, that cup he's drinking out of.
It's an edgy cup. Was that a pewter cup?
I don't know
It
what
was
it
a
was,
shirt
dude.
featuring my friend Alex Campbell and his junk, and I did not want to fucking see that shit.
He's wearing a
Like-
spiked dog collar.
Who the fuck sent that, man? I'm gonna charge him with sexual harassment. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm sure they put a return address on there.
Yeah.
Oh my, dude. Oh no, look at the back. He's got a king cobra cane. That's edgy. He's got a fucking.
Oh, there's some
silver...
like staffs over there too, hanging out with along with that.
You think he does seances?
Probably.
Oh, atrocious.
Is there a return address?
The one ambulance in Casper,
Yeah.
Wyoming. That's the one sheriff, but he's running a red light. There's really no
Is there a
emergency.
return address?
You know there's not a return address. This video's actually got to be pretty old too, because look how long his hair is. He doesn't have like any hair now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's got the head shape of Tommy Pickles, dude, and the
Tommy Pickles? Who the fuck is that?
from Rugrats.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't see Rugrats either.
I saw Rugrats.
Okay,
I saw it.
you had no joy in it as a child.
I remember that one.
Oh, Did you miss Power Rangers?
Yeah. Yep.
How'd you miss Power Rangers?
It's not that I missed it. I remember, like, even in second grade, kids talking about it, but it was like, no, it sounds pretty stupid, so.
You just couldn't be taken in by all that?
No.
Wasn't having it?
No.
Were you ever into, did you ever get into, like, Dragon Ball Z or anything like that?
I dabbled with it. Yeah. I know. I mean, not to an extent where I know, like, okay, Goku, you know, Super Saiyan,
What are you saying?
The hair colors.
What are the hair colors?
A little bit. That's all I really know about it. I could probably tell you.
So nothing. You watched
Vegeta.
Okay,
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them. That's a character.
What's that? Krillin.
Yep.
Short
Yep.
bald dude.
That's right. He was also in there.
Yeah.
He later grew his hair out when he married Android.
Wouldn't know.
I forget if it's 17 or 18, but he married a robot and had a kid with it.
Yeah. So I don't know anything about it other than those names.
Well, it got weird.
And I don't know anything about those names that I've told you.
That's okay, man.
I just know that they're names.
Goku's master was a fucking pedophile. His name was Master Roshi. He was always going after women. He was a sexual predator.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. After we're done with the episode, I'll have to show you some of those
okay.
clips. Maybe I'll find some for next week. We can go over some like creepy anime shit like that.
I'm not into anime, man.
That's okay. You don't have to be. It's for a very particular time.
Don't apologize for yourself.
I will never
You're basically
apologize
like,
for that.
No, that's okay. Like you're dismissing me because you're like, oh, that's okay. I get it. Like, you don't have to be
well in a certain
into anime like I am.
Well, generally
Anime stinks, dude.
No, it does
It's
not.
Dumb.
Fuck you. It's beyond you. I get it.
Oh,
Like,
it's so beyond me, man. Like no plot.
there's most certainly a plot
And
to most. I mean, dude, there's intricate
Okay.
plots to anime. Are you fucking
there's
kidding?
not. There's not. It's actually that's what a douche would say. Like about anime, like, oh no, it's actually like deep plots. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, that's what an asshole would say because
Not all
there
of
is
them.
no fucking plot.
Well, not all of them.
Not all of them. Most of them.
There's so many
Most
different
of them.
subgenres
Full
of anime
stop.
and shit.
Most of them. That's it. Most of them.
Oh my god.
Most of them. They all stink, dude.
Shut up, stupid. It's anime
They
is deep.
stink.
Anime
It's
is
not.
deep.
No.
It takes so much
It doesn't.
so much fucking talent to create.
Okay.
You bag of shit. Like, what do you know?
No.
You don't even listen to music, you psychopath. What would you know about anything? that
The
comes-
artistry is talented. Yes, to draw that stuff is talented. Beyond that, nothing.
Dog,
Nothing.
you and I are gonna sit down. We'll watch Akira.
I'm not watching. No.
Yeah,
No.
it sounds like you'd need it.
No. It's that's stupid.
Plus, you're a big fan of 3-hour movies, so we can sit down and watch a 3-hour anime.
No. And as far as games go, like Metal Gear, all those games,
Right.
they're kind of like quasi anime games.
Well, they're just Japanese in general. I mean,
Yeah,
that's,
that's
how
what I
they-
mean. That Japanese influence. I like those games. I
Yeah.
enjoy them for that. But
Well, I would hope
anime
so.
is fucking stupid.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one. Dude.
Fine.
Anime's not.
It stinks.
You're fucking stupid.
No, it stinks.
You stink. I hope you get throat cancer.
No, I'm fine. It stinks.
Let's finish this video. I've had about enough of you.
No, there isn't it was set by Teespring. God damn it.
This audio on this video, I swear to God.
Well, there's no return address, but I'm not going to overreact.
Yeah, you wouldn't want your
Because it
fucking
was
eye to
obviously-
separate any further from your head.
I'm not going to overreact because obviously it was sent by a troll.
You
That's what
think?
They want me to overreact.
So here, that's a perfect frame to stop at because the video's almost over. But look, Tommy Pickles. Check out his the shape of his head. Now look at King Cobra.
Yeah, I could see that.
He's like the same guy. I would hate to think that that's what Tommy Pickles grew up into. Just fucking selling wands on Etsy.
I mean, whatever. He's got to do what he's got to do, man. I mean,
And
he's trying. He's trying something.
yeah. Oh, dude, the other day he said, I was watching one of his live streams, and of course it's just full of trolls and everything like that. But some guy was like, "Hey, how's that dry spell going?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still going through this massive dry spell, but that's only because there's so many bitches online that want me." He was like trying to act like he's in high demand, so he's just basically he was saying like, "I'm not fucking any of them, but I'm talking to a bunch of them. I don't want to have sex with one and then have the other one stop talking to me." I mean, it's total bullshit, but
Well, yeah.
he's got tactical soap on. He's doing his thing. What are you gonna do? But yeah, the whole saga of his friend Warlord there is another one. I think I showed you before. This is just a quick aside, but that skinny Alex Warlord kid knocked this broad up recently. Right. Go ahead. I want you to just go ahead and try to describe that woman for me. In your words.
I can't.
Come on, just give me a little something.
I would describe it as not good.
Okay, well. Sick contribution.
What else do you want me to say? It's not good.
Okay, there's a million different things that you could say about this woman. Let's start with the fact that she's locking her knees so hard in this picture that they're actually
True.
bent backwards. It looks like the hindquarters of a deer. Not to mention the
Does
2 sizes too small and too short jogging shorts that are compressing her midsection and allowing this gigantic sleeping bag shaped fupa to drape over it like a skin fanny pack. And then it leads up to she's also wearing a fucking 2 sizes too small cheetah print, whatever that is. Is that a tank top? Is that is that a midriff? What?
Maybe it might be a swimsuit.
Ugh. Yeah, everybody
like
that was swimming
the
at that
top of a swimsuit or something. I don't know. I can't
could
guess on
be.
this stuff, dude.
But she's got a Sinead O'Connor haircut.
Yep.
And she is a horrible looking woman. I mean, she almost looks like Private Pile if Private Pile had horrible tits. She's got, I don't get it. Either way, Warlord there, he knocked her up, and then the mom finds out, right? Because of course, they gotta let an adult know. And they're over here. Let's see. Let me fast forward a little bit. That's the mom. She finds out. She goes to the Warlord kid, and immediately arranges for there to be a marriage ceremony at their trailer, and that's a shot of them in said trailer being married in front of a Christmas tree, and there's a ceiling fan directly above them. But in this video, I'm not going to play it because there's a bunch of fucking edits and people talking over it and stuff like that. But in the video, every time the officiant is like, do you take so-and-so to be your lawfully wedded, whatever, the mom's in the background constantly going, you better say yes. You're darn right you do. That's right. And she's documenting it on Facebook and shit. She's on Facebook Live streaming it and saying all this shit. Now, in what world would that ever be allowed to happen to you? I've had relationships where parents overstep boundaries a lot, but if you don't handle your shit like an actual adult, it's just going to keep happening. And that right there, what fucking horror, what a life to live to where you're that weak-spined and you would allow another person to force marriage on you because you knocked somebody up. Now, I'm not saying leave the bitch and don't do your part as the dad or whatever, but to allow somebody to make you marry somebody else, a legally binding contract, that's horseshit, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, there was probably pressure from his parents' end, too, I'm assuming.
Well, no, I don't think...
Then you get the fuck out of there and you run away, dude.
Well, if you're you... But no, he...
Wait, did he get her pregnant, you said?
Yeah, he got her pregnant.
Oh.
She told the mom. She told her mom.
Okay, well, I gave bad advice.
Well, looking at her, I don't know if you did.
Okay.
I think sometimes, maybe in his case, it's probably acceptable to go ahead and get the fuck out of Dodge.
No, I didn't mean that. I thought she was just because they had sex. I didn't know there was a kid involved.
Oh, yeah.
But no, they shouldn't, you still shouldn't be forced to be married.
No, not at all, dude. Getting married or keeping a marriage just for the kids, dude, that's not a good way to go.
Right.
Life.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you, Lord?
Yeah. Give us something else. Oh, sorry.
Don't fucking... Adam's over here fucking
You're lucky
directing.
I don't have some pads over here, dude. I'd be stomping on.
I'll get you some.
Okay.
So, all right. We got our dose of King Cobra for the week. So I think it's time now to move on to a brand new segment.
Yeah. So we were thinking about this the other day because of the fact of Chet Hanks. We talk about Bologna boys all the time. Man, fucking Bologna boys around here.
Yeah.
Maybe we should have a Bologna boy of the week.
Yeah.
Segment.
Or at least when somebody makes a Bologna boy of themselves.
Yeah, when you make a Bologna boy, you become a Bologna boy when you make yourself look like a Bologna boy.
Exactly. And who knows when that's going to be? It could be at the car wash.
We've all been Bologna boys, but
I've never been a Bologna boy. You speak for
You're
yourself.
a Bologna boy right now. So.
That might have been a Bologna boy statement. I make Bologna boy statements. That doesn't necessarily... I don't identify as a Bologna boy. I'll put it that way.
Okay. But
a hot boy, maybe.
No, you don't. You may not identify as it, but you got that bologna coming out of you, dude.
I don't think so. But anyway, so I think, that being said, it's only right that we bring it back around to the gentleman who laid the framework for being a true Bologna boy in a new segment that we like to call
Bologna Boys.
And that's right. This week, we revisit Chet Hanks. Or as he likes to be called, Chet Hayes. Now we're going to run back to last week so that the listeners here can, get a little taste of the Golden Globes appearance. And then he also made a follow-up video to the Golden Globes appearance. And not only did he stop there, Adam, but he made a third, thanking the people of Jamaica for supporting him, making an ass of himself at the Golden Globes. I think we're gonna go ahead and get rid of that fucking music. I swear to God, it sounds like you're getting ready to take a kitchen knife in the back.
It's kind of what we are about to do.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's a good point, because now we're gonna have to re-listen to
it gets cringy
to last week and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so without further ado,
dive on in.
Yeah, we're gonna get up into this baloney business. All right. So here's Chet Hanks at the Golden Globes again.
Big up the whole island, massive. It's that boy Chet coming straight from the Golden Globes. You want to say?
Yo, do you think he's just high as fuck right now? That's why.
No, I don't. I don't think he's.
You don't
high.
think he's?
I think
I'm
he's
really
a
hoping he's
boy.
high. Okay. I'm hoping he's just super fucking high right now.
He is sober
Even
as
if
a
you are-
judge.
Okay.
And he's like, I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of my dad and myself today. Look at that fucking face.
Big ups, dude.
He's so proud of himself.
Presenting in a what soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
What the All right.
What?
So that's that.
Big up, tune in, dude.
And he said something to the effect of, "I'm your father, Tom Hanks." You know, he said it very quickly, and the accent's called patois, and I don't know, man. But anyway,
Is the accent called patois?
yeah, that's like the Jamaican dialect or whatever, like just their manner of speech.
Like, not like it has like a certain patois. Gotcha.
Shut up.
On there.
Shut your mouth.
Full screen it.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm not full screening it either,
Okay,
dude, because this is a
fine.
quick
All right.
video. You. Whoops. I'm gonna have to bleep that out in post.
Yo, big up the youth them way out of Kingston. Me wake up this morning and me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad.
Oh, he is high. Look at those eyes.
He is high as fuck.
And he just comes out. He comes out like a child who just got a treat. He's walking out of the little smoothie store
did.
with his smoothie. Oh no!
He got a treat.
He
Yes. That's exactly what's going on here.
he's a 30-year-old kid. He's just
High
playing.
as fuck.
He's just playing around with his dad's money,
He's
pretending
got
to be
fuck you
Jamaican.
money for no reason.
I need
I'm
him
just
to.
giving big ups, dude.
I need him to go blackface one time.
Give it time.
Be hilarious.
Respect, you don't know. Me soon forward a yard. Booyaka, booyaka.
No. Is that what?
What was that at the end?
Booyaka, booyaka?
Why did you do that?
He did like the DMX growl.
And me see the thing turn up. Internet gone mad. Respect, you don't know. Me soon forward a yard. Booyaka, booyaka.
What the fuck is that? You see the guy walking by like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I wish someone would have walked by and fucking spiked that drink out of his hand.
I wish he was
Like a big Jamaican dude.
Oh, that
walks-
would be awesome.
Bop! Just hits the fucking drink out of his hand and walks away, doesn't even say anything.
Oh my god. He just
Oh.
fucking strangles him with a dreadlock. Jesus Christ. This dude, I wish he was doing this shit in like Chicago or something where they'll actually walk up on you in broad daylight and just shoot you in the chest.
Well, why doesn't he go out in the streets?
He needs to go out in the streets in Jamaica and not be walking out of
Kingston.
some smoothie shack.
Kingston.
Yeah, he needs to be fucking rolling around with like shotters and shit and see how he fucking holds up in that environment.
You ain't gonna be popping wheelies on crotch rockets.
He's not gonna be popping nothing, dude. He's gonna get popped.
Pews.
He's on them goddamn pews. Could you imagine that shit, dude? Like, they should actually, that would be, if they ever brought this show to life, that would be one reality show that I would watch. Like, somebody gets body cammed and they drop him off absolutely alone. And I'm not talking like, oh, like Naked and Afraid where there's like a doctor close by. I mean, they actually just drop this dude off in like a slum in Jamaica. And they're like, yeah, man, just get by on that accent. And they just leave him alone. And then by the time, basically, like, you get your first episode when they find the body. and they get the camera off of it. They just upload the footage, and that's it.
Yeah, it's like the real version of, the Chappelle Show, like when they do swapping husbands or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I smell your lightsaber.
Yeah, you put Mop Top, that fucking white kid, out into the streets.
Out into the ghetto, yeah.
He was
dude.
into G Unit.
Yeah.
So
Goodbye.
rocks. That's what I hear they do.
And if you see anybody I know, tell them Leonard Washington made it out. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, dude. So you said there's a third one?
Yeah, so after these two came out or dropped, he made a third one where he's thanking Jamaica for all the love after the Golden Globes accent video went viral. And I haven't seen this one yet, so I'm imagining he makes a Bologna boy of himself, just as he did in the first two.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, hear me now, check
Jesus
this out.
Christ.
1, 2, 1, 2. All right. Enough's enough, all right? Look,
Whoa.
never in a million years would I have thought that me just goofing around on the red carpet.
What? Goofing around. It sounds like somebody got a couple of nasty DMs or a strongly worded lawyer from an attorney, from his father's attorney.
No, his dad's probably, they're like, his dad didn't even talk to him really. He's like, he sends an attorney to tell him,
Chet, I'm going to cut you out of the will. No, daddy.
Would have got so much attention, but man, it's been crazy. And one thing I'm not joking about is my love and appreciation for Jamaica, the Jamaican culture.
Oh, sure.
That has been incredible. All the love that I've been getting from Jamaica has been really incredible. It's touched me deeply in my heart. So
Wonder how deep it touched them.
thank you guys so much.
Oof.
I just wanted to say thank you. You know it's all in good fun. I'm a goofball. I goof around.
It's all in good
but
fun.
That's one thing I'm not joking about.
Yeah, that's what
I'm a goofball, I goof around. How does anyone know that? We don't even know who you are, dude.
That's what Justin Trudeau said when he was dressed up like Alibaba or whatever the fuck he was doing.
What, 15 times? Yeah.
Yeah,
They're like, oh.
I'm just funning around.
Well, he got caught with 3 pictures, and they're like, you don't have any more pictures, right?
Well, this
And
is
he's
the
like,
thing. If
Well, no, I probably do.
knowing full well how our society reacts to cultural appropriation and things of that nature, if Chet Hanks had any success outside of his father or like was independently wealthy or successful on his own, this would have been an opportunity to take something from someone. And I could almost guarantee that had he done that without, directly being related to Tom Hanks or anything like that, society would have torn him apart. Every mainstream media outlet would have fucked him up. Like, I just don't see this. I don't see this blowing over the way it did had he been more of an independent celebrity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because they'll even go after like mildly or moderately successful podcast hosts or moderately successful comedians and shit like that. If you think they would have let him slide on that,
Oh, yeah.
unless Jamaican people just have a better attitude about comedy in general, which I'd imagine they probably do.
Maybe they do.
Yeah.
Maybe they do.
Generally people who are impoverished, like you and I, we grew up with no money,
Yeah.
and we have fucking phenomenal senses of humor. Everyone I grew up with to this day has, fuck you, dude. Everyone I grew up with to this day has awesome senses of humor. I think there's just something about poverty that makes you cooler than everybody else.
Yeah.
That could be what it is.
About is my love for the Jamaican people, the Jamaican culture.
Oh.
I hope you guys get a chance to check out the song that we dropped today, Harley.
Oh, no.
The link's in my bio. Please check that out. My group's called Something Out West. And just, again, thank you guys so much. Much love and respect, Jamaica. That's what's up. Thank you.
Oh, man. I wish we could play that song, but I know, like, we'll get a nice
Why is there
little
so much
flag.
video left?
Oh, it's just a bunch of ads, it looks like.
Yeah.
That's another thing. YouTube's getting a little crazy with that. Like, you monetize by getting ad revenue and shit like that. So all these halfway decent YouTube channels, they basically break up a 10-minute video into like 4 or 5 different parts so that they can put 4 or 5 different ads in there. And then at the end, there's like an extra 3 minutes of video because there's a bunch of clickable links that pop up and shit.
Right.
I'm telling you, dude, I give YouTube like another year before people start trying to find something else or somebody actually makes something else.
It's going to be tough. I'll tell you what, I watch YouTube every day.
Me too. Yeah.
That's the only thing I watch to guaranteed every day.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV every day. Like, I watch YouTube multiple times a day, every day.
Right. I'm not gonna ever claim that they're not the media powerhouse.
No,
that
I'm not
they
saying,
are.
but yeah, I get it.
But think about
But,
how
like,
fast the transition from MySpace to Facebook
There's
was.
too much power there, man. There's
No,
too
there
much
really-
power for one company, you know.
There really is, and I mean, eventually there will be a rival. And
Maybe.
there's a couple.
Maybe.
Well, there are a couple of companies that exist now that are a lot.
They're
lighter.
close in
Well, they're-
business models, but like they're different niches
Well, they're a lot.
sometimes.
They're a lot lighter on censorship. That's like their main thing. That's like what everybody's trying to
Right.
do is like,
But
I guess circumvent.
There's got to be
YouTube.
Dude, how many views you think on YouTube every day? Billions.
Yeah, a ton.
Billions
I mean,
of views every day.
It's
No other fucking
incomparable.
place, no other site you get that many views.
No, I agree, but I'm telling you, dude.
hear ya.
Within the next like year or two, I guarantee there's going to be
Well,
at
there's
least
always going to
somebody
be
who,
someone. There's always going to be someone.
Right. I'm just saying. I think
Yeah.
it's past due time, or it's due time that like somebody at least rivaled them in some way.
I mean, it's sure.
Don't sure me. Don't pacify me. I'll punch you in the stomach. You sack of shit. Fucking hate you.
You got clout.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Ever since you fucking brought up high school rings the other day, see, Adam and I like. We as many hateful things as we say to one another, like we're constantly texting and Facebooking, or FaceBooking. We're constantly FaceTiming and shit like that. Even when I'm at work, I'll just be going through my work day, and there's Adam in my pocket. And I'm just talking to Adam like all day long, and he's just
Not all
like,
day long. It's like, you know, when I get home.
it's a solid few hours, dude. I mean, more than most grown men talk to other grown men.
Oh yeah. Probably it's probably for about an hour or two. Yeah.
But he brings up high school rings and shit like that.
Yeah,
And now I've been seeing them everywhere because like I'm actually paying attention to it.
But I remember, you know, like when you were in school, like people were talking about getting these high school rings. Like,
Yeah.
remember, because like the people would come.
Yeah, and they
Like,
sell you
yeah.
these fucking overpriced shitty
You
rings.
get these high school rings. Like, I was like, that's fucking. That is the stupidest thing I've ever fucking heard of.
Yeah. My
What? It's like it's a fucking blip, man, in your life.
it's nothing. It's nothing. You know, dude,
And it's not, odds are you didn't go to this great place. Did you go to like the fucking Skull and Bone Society, fucking Billionaires Club high school? Okay, fine, but you want to wear a ring, but that's still fucking stupid as fuck. But
I did go to a fucking badass high school for like the last
no
2
one
years
cares. No,
of my
it wasn't a badass enough to have a fucking ring for.
Well, no, you don't see me with one. I didn't get one, but I'm just
Yeah,
saying it was
I know.
badass, but I didn't need a fucking ring to commemorate
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I don't care how badass it was.
My parents asked me if I wanted
Don't get
one
a
too,
ring.
and I was like, where the fuck am I ever going to wear a high school ring?
Byron Burgeon.
They're just going to end up finding it a few years down the road in some other guy's ass. No? There we go. I gotta give that to myself. Anyway, but no, I now I'm seeing him everywhere. And like I was telling you the other day, I saw a fucking guy who was well into his 50s. He had one on.
A what?
A high school ring.
Oh,
In his
that's
50s.
right.
Dude was like,
That's right.
not only did he have a high school ring on, but he was fanning through money to pay me at the liquor store there. And he was like, he licked his thumb twice to fan through his money. And that's another pet peeve of mine. I fucking hate when
What's
people...
with the licking?
Because I guess it creates some kind of grip.
Does it really work?
I don't know. I've never done it because it's disgusting and I don't appreciate it.
So I agree.
Money's
I
already...
would never do that.
Money's already nasty by the
Fucking
time you get it anyway. But like
100%.
to have to physically see a
100%.
guy put spit on it and then hand it to you
For
like
what?
it's nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, like
Oh my God.
why you
I don't know,
Just-
dude.
you can separate them with your hands.
I could fucking separate his spinal cord with an axe. Every time I see that shit, it's just
Separate with your hands.
that and booby money. That's disgusting. Quit putting your fucking money in your tits and quit spitting on your fingers to touch money and get it separated. It's way easier to just crumple it up a little bit and it'll separate. Either way, pisses me off. Grown man had a high school ring on. Thought of you immediately. It was... I know a lot of guys that
Yeah,
wear
yeah.
high school rings. It's
Inexcusable.
it's not cool. It's like wearing white socks. What are you wearing white socks for?
You're onto something.
That shit, it doesn't go with anything, and it makes you. There's something pedophilia related.
I feel like it's very. I don't know about that.
It's-
but-
I
no,
don't know.
it's just very. I don't know. I feel it's like it's not even about being a pedophile. I just feel like it's like about being. You know, maybe you have some rules as a man. At this point, you don't wear white socks. You see how dirty white socks get?
we've seen how dirty my socks get, and
Wow.
but no, every time like we were talking about Dateline last week, like whenever you see pedophiles on camera, they usually have like white socks that they pull all the way up, and they're usually wearing like sandals.
I just don't think that's a phenomenon. I think even non-pedophile dudes are wearing white socks all the time.
I'll have to check the message board.
We know people that wear white socks.
I know a lot of people that wear white socks. I know a lot of people that wear high school rings.
No, you don't.
We're using this episode as a PSA.
You don't know people that own high school rings.
I know a couple.
Who?
I'll take you. I'll just give you their address right now.
Yeah, you're right.
But no, this is a message. Take them shits off. Take them shits off. Get some black socks. Quit fucking around. That's baloney boy shit. You don't want to be featured on a baloney boy segment.
Well, maybe you do, maybe you don't.
Yeah. God, could you imagine, like, they find your dead body and, like, that's how they identify you? You got your stupid ring on?
That would be sad.
That's what I'm saying. It's that's your identifying thing. David Caruso walks in. I guess school's out.
Okay. I guess you could say you set that drop up. Woo, that was a long road. That was a long road for that.
And it ends abruptly. Nothing but teeth and chicken batter and all over the cab of that truck.
Oh, well.
I'm telling you, I don't like wishing horrible things on people, but Adam and I, we went to the chicken store before the show.
We did, yeah.
It's become a ritual.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, dude. And so I'm waiting there to get our chicken store, and Adam's pulling the car around. We like to be forward-thinking people. Like we were saying at the beginning of the episode, we like to have a plan. We put it in motion. Usually it's pretty smooth. Anyway, I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, and we were waiting probably like 10 or 15 minutes or whatever before we finally like got our shit and got out. But this fucking fat bitch walks up to the refrigerator, walks up to the register. I'm doing that a lot today,
not
dude.
wrong.
I think I might have Alzheimer's.
I mean, it's about the same. She would have been doing that as well. So
I've got a fucking tumor or something I don't know about.
We need to drink turmeric.
Yeah. Actually, that shit's not too bad. You make like that milk shit with it. I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had it. I'm just joking. So
I digress. We're going back to the fat bitch at chicken store. Fat bitch at the chicken store walks up to the register, not the refrigerator. Probably did that later. But she starts complaining, and she's standing right next to me. She's like, "We have been waiting for 10 minutes, and all y'all are doing is farting around, and you're helping the drive-thru, and we're all sitting here waiting for our chicken." And I'm just like, oh my God. And like under my breath, I'm just like, shut the fuck up. And this like old guy next to me starts laughing. And people start looking because this bitch is like making a stink and she's getting louder and louder. And this is what I like to see. The guy she was with, instead of like doubling down and being an asshole with her, he was just like, oh my God, here we go again. And he just walked out.
you got to.
We should have picked him up and brought him with us. We should have been like, hey man, you need to ride out of this joint. That's how we find our third mic.
Yeah.
Some fucking stranger at the chicken store.
Dude, 10 minutes, 10-minute wait at the chicken store, that is manageable. I will tell you that.
You're lucky. The chicken store is
it's popping all day, every day.
The drive-thru and the fucking
all the time
parking lot. It was so popping. In fact,
we find fucking loopholes in parking all the time.
Yeah,
like we're just gonna park here. We're gonna do some weird parking shit.
Today, Adam did a fucking G move, and because he needed to get gas, there's the chicken store, and then there's a gas station right next to the chicken store. So Adam parks at the pump, gets gas, leaves his truck there at the pump, and we walk over to the chicken store, place our orders, get our sodies.
Yeah,
and then Adam's like, "All right, you pick up the chicken store. I'm going to go pull the car around." We had it all planned out.
Yeah.
But no, dude, it was a rough day at the chicken store. Everybody was having a rough day. They were a little bit behind on the orders, which whatever. What are we doing? We're literally doing.
Who cares? It's
a
Saturday. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
It's like no one's complaining about waiting for a couple minutes for fucking chicken, dude.
Yeah, I'm complaining because I got to get back home and do my shitty talk show, dude, in a chicken store.
Yeah, you're not putting up some kind of bogus stink like that.
No, dude, I don't give a fuck.
Come on.
To be honest, dude, I'm like pretty non-confrontational as it is. Like I probably wouldn't get involved until like maybe 30 minutes in. I'd be like, maybe I'll ask, but I'm not going to be mean by any means.
No.
You don't fuck with people that prepare your food, no matter what.
Rule number 1.
It's just not smart.
Respect everyone that's making food for you.
Yeah.
I don't care how shitty they are. You just got to suck it up because they can fuck your food up.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Have you ever been out to dinner with some fucking asshole that doesn't know when to shut up in front of a waiter?
No. I'm not trying to go out to dinner with someone like that. Yeah,
Oh,
you
my
see
God.
it, but you better address it as a fucking group because
Dog, I need...
all your food is at risk. Everyone's food is at
Everyone.
risk. If you got one bad apple in the group,
Yeah.
everyone's food's at risk of being fucked up because this guy...
Well, they're going to assume you
is a fucking
associate with this
asshole.
guy.
Right.
You associate with this guy, so
oh.
here's some semen in your food, too.
Right. Yep.
But, yeah, my asparagus tastes like pennies. It's not good. Fucking, whatever it is, I can't say his name, but I worked for a guy recently.
I feel like you meant to say bleach.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know.
Pennies is like people associate with blood.
Well, if it's a waitress, then maybe she pulled her plug out and left it in your food or something.
All right. You didn't mean that though, but go ahead.
I don't like you. I don't like you tearing down my fucking continuity of my stories and shit. Yeah. Anyway, I worked for this gentleman, and he would take me and the other managers out occasionally for business dinners. And one time we went to this steakhouse, and he ordered a pork chop. And so we all ordered steaks. He gets a pork chop. They bring out the pork chop. He's like, "Hey, look at this." He cuts it, and the waiter's looking at it. He's like, "What am I looking at?" He goes, "You tell me. Does that look done to you?" And the waiter's like, I could bring it back and have them throw it back on the grill if you'd like." "Yeah, do that." And he just slides it. Dude comes back a second time. "All right, this should be all good to go. Hey, buddy, come here a second. Now that doesn't look done to me. Does that look done to you?" Slides it back. Third time. Waiter comes back with a very cool breeze attitude. Very cool breeze. More cool breeze than I would have been at that point. And we're all thanking God that we already have our food.
Oh yeah, good thing.
Third time that fucking thing comes back, the waiter's like, "Here you go, sir. Enjoy. That should be just the way you wanted it." Dude starts eating, and he's like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." I don't know.
They fucked that up. You know they fucking came in that fucking thing.
At the very least, it got wiped across a fucking floor
Oh,
tile or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That pork chop was not all meat. Would you ever in your life ever dream of doing some shit like that? I used to have friends that like to play around at the drive-thru and shit, and I'm like, these are the people you got to watch the most because you don't see them. They're getting paid shit. They're all drug addicts. They all got the fucking liquor shakes. They're all back there sweating because they're on amphetamines and pills. And you're gonna sit over here and try to make some fucking joke. Dog, they will shit in your burger. You won't even get the beef patty. It'll just be a fucking huge shit and some sesame seeds. Looking like an asshole. Your fucking shake that's got piss in it. You do not fuck with fast food people.
Mm-mm.
God, dude,
No.
they're the fucking Mad Max people of the food industry.
You gotta be nice.
They don't have any rules.
Yeah, there's a rule. It's nice to be important.
But it's
But
important to be nice.
Oh, you just ruined it. No, it's nice to be important, but it's more important to be nice. On that note,
Yeah, I think that's about it for us. I don't like that. I don't like those cliches. I don't like anything about them.
it's a fact.
Yeah, whatever. Junior fucking cliches every week, dude. Oh, man. All right. Thank you guys for joining us for another installment of the Brass Tacks Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow all of our bullshit. Make sure you're downloading our episodes too, please. That helps us more than you know. And we don't want to have to start like coming to your houses and, doing it Jay and Silent Bob style. We will fight people for internet stuff. We hope you guys have an awesome week. Hope you got some laughs. And we will talk to you again next week. Go fuck your mother.
Eating ass is an option.